style, and I cannot wait what they've got to say on that win.
Thank you very much. It's a bit rowdy in here because things are going bonkers in Vitality in G2. Yeah, we're going to talk to Exile here. Mid lane week, of course, and a 2-0 over H2K. Not a lot of people had expected that to happen. What was the key to the win here for you guys?
I felt that we spent a lot of time for training since in the past weeks the results weren't that good. So we tried to improve our training and just play more and focus more on improving basically. And we prepared well, had a good draft, and yeah, it's clearly showing.
Something's happening over there. We'll give you guys a lowdown in a minute. We're just going to listen to Exile for this one. Go ahead, sorry.
No, I was done.
Okay.
So tell me, what exactly changed then in terms of the practice? Because obviously you've been here in the LCS now for 4 weeks, and with the Unicorns for a little bit longer, coming in the off season. Like, how is the practice now compared to maybe when you started on the team?
The first weeks were kind of messy a bit, and in the past 2 weeks, the scrims were always we had pretty good scrim results actually, but we had problems bringing it to the stage. So we kind of worked on it, and yeah, it shows off, I guess.
How has it been for you personally? We talk a lot about those mid laners in EU, obviously, and you being a rookie mid laner, obviously a lot of criticism the first couple of weeks. How has that experience been for you?
I don't really care too much about the criticism because I don't really believe that those people really have the insight that, for instance, we do. So it's not that important to me. I care what the team thinks and what the team says, and I try to work on those points that that I have to fix.
And it's also nice when you get your hands on Vladimir, of course.
That's a bonus.
That is a bonus. Tell me about that matchup. I was quite surprised about the Karma pick, the Fisho not so, but tell me about that matchup.
The matchup Karma-Vladimir is kind of early in favor for Karma. And Vladimir is just once he got 1 or 2 items, he's way stronger. And then you can out-pressure the Karma constantly. And also Vladimir is providing a lot more in team fights than Karma does.
Yeah, and Vladimir is just
a well-designed champion.
Yeah, he's pretty broken, but obviously we got a few replays.
Yes.
First one doesn't really involve you too much. It's more Jankers camping your poor top laner quite a bit in the start. How did you guys handle that early pressure coming in from H2K?
Yeah, we just tried to play around it. Wait.
Well, we got the clip obviously coming from the little dives in the side lane, which is very normal. Obviously, when you have a matchup where you get pushed in and early dives. This actually wasn't that smooth from H2K. We just wanted to highlight because you're here, so you can laugh at them now.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it in-game actually.
And then this one down here.
Yeah, they tried to shut down Chachi a lot.
Did Chachi, was he calling for guys, help me, or guys, leave it like this because I'm not actually suffering this much?
No, actually he knew what was going to happen basically when he saw them moving, and yeah, we tried to apply pressure on the on the other parts of the map. So yeah, that was our counterplay to that.
And obviously, right at the same time, the Vladimir just sits in the mid lane and farms freely.
Yeah.
Gets the 2 items. You go Proto Belt, by the way, I noticed. Something a lot of Vladimirs don't do right now. It's either you go Spirit Visage into Rylai's or you go Spirit Visage into Proto Belt. Why that decision?
I felt like it's better to just get to the Draven, especially because they had Draven this game, and just try to get as much AoE off as possible. And I felt like it was a good choice in that game.
Yeah, made perfect sense.
Yeah, let's take a look at some more fights that you selected, the Fisho. 4 kills for 2 in the mid lane.
I mean, now we need to get the big Unicorns team fights here, because that's how you guys won the game, obviously. And a lot of it also comes down to the Vladimir play. I think Veritas had a great game, by the way, in this Ashe, setting up some of the picks. This one, though, is another arrow and then a great engage from Chachi. And now it's pretty easy for you guys to kind of pile on. You joining the fight a little bit late here, but at this point, I mean, this perfect for Vladimir. You can just sit in the back line.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. Basically, you want to pop your ghost and just run at the carries and try to, burst them down.
What is the counterplay at this point in the game against Vladimir?
I don't think there's any counterplay.
Good, okay. We got the problem
We
then.
got that settled. There's actually a tweet from probably yesterday saying, oh, Vlad is OP, but then
leaves it open.
Leaves it open. Don't know what to think of that. Another fight we want to look at. You almost had a pentakill. You said I didn't chase for it, but he was also pretty tanky. I don't know if you guys possibly could have killed him. I think it's going to be up in a second.
It's better to just win the game.
Yeah.
This is going to be the fight just before that. Actually, the fight that kind of won you the game, because then after that, you guys were just super far ahead and you took another fight where if we get the replay, it is basically you once again sitting in the back line playing 1v3 versus Draven and versus the support. And I mean, at this point in the game, obviously there's nothing H2K could really do. I assume you felt the same way. That you guys had basically won the game after some of these team fights.
Yeah, that's true. Like here you can see that we just try to like get our AoEs off, and like as Vladimir you kind of want to pop the ghost and just get to the backline as soon as possible, and yeah, try to just kill them. And you're like so tanky that you can.
And a little trick for everyone who plays Vladimir at home for solo queue, you can charge up your E and then flash proto build as well, like you guys actually did in that fight here specifically. But it was one of these games where I feel like H2K just keeps disappointing us, where they're supposed to be a much better team, but then they get these like messy team fights in the start from them, where you guys just outplay them honestly, and then you just snowball completely out of control.
Disappointed that the fish show back at work.
Always.
Player of the game, though, Exile. Congratulations on that.
Oh, thanks.
Let's talk a bit about Unicorns of Love. Obviously, you guys are still not in the best place in the standings. But where do you see your guys ending at the end of the split?
I'm not quite sure, because since we improved the training, it's getting a lot better. And I believe that right now we are having really good scrim results. We need to bring that to stage. I'm uncertain where we're going to end, but I believe it's going to be good result in the end.
I guess aiming number 6 playoffs.
Yeah,
or
yeah, like that.
Yeah, that would be a good spot. We are going to check in with what happened over on EOL CS 1.
A lot happened.
I don't even know how it ended in the end, but Vitality was up against G2. I looked over, Vitality was up. There was a Nexus not exploding, yes exploding. What happened?
Basically, G2 ends up taking down the base of Vitality. And they try and backdoor the Nexus after they lost the fight. Perks like TP's in to backdoor the Nexus. He doesn't manage to kill it. Even
35 health on the Nexus.
He tried twice, so he doesn't manage to kill it. They try another time. They again don't manage to kill it. But then the third time, they actually did get to take down the Nexus. And it was a strange game because G2 actually didn't play that well in the early game and were really far behind. But then there was a Baron play by Vitality that went
G2
terribly
lost.
wrong. G2 lost the game.
Yeah, they did.
Oh my god, I thought they actually managed to finish in the end. We were talking here and just kind of scouting it out.
The Nexus had 35 health, and then they just ran and
oh
killed
my god. I'm like, yeah, you know, just in the end they got it, because like then suddenly we go live here and... Okay, wait.
See, it's not that easy, those the following the 2 streams at the same time.
It's hard to have a conversation, replays, and then a third stream or a second stream going on. But, well, I mean, Vitality won then.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
Crazy ending then. Go definitely rewatch that game.
Yeah, we're going to go rewatch that as well. I want to thank you very much, Exile, for joining us. And congratulations. Yeah, sorry, all the craziness.
Messy.
And congratulations on the 2-0 week.
Oh, thanks.
Danke schön. While that's all for the LCS studio this week, we are going to tune into stream EOL Season 1, where they are talking, and actually also going to break soon, about Vitality and G2.
Gotta give it to Nuke Duck, a man who hit the double bombs, the CC.